Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at Uolo. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.uolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right after this class.
Hi everybody, how are you all doing? Good? Oh, that's great. Okay, so today we are going to be learning another interesting monument. Now, before we start, I want you all to guess the monument. If you all have read it on the brochure, that's okay. But if not, let's play the guessing game. So today we are going to do a monument which is very, very famous for love. It's like a love symbol. I know Taj Mahal is also a love symbol, but this is a place where usually the ones who are in love, they go and pose together or maybe propose their loved ones. It's like a pure symbol of love. It's not made for someone's not made by someone for someone. It was made for a totally different purpose, but eventually over a period of time, because of its look and its structure, people started clicking photos just like, what do I say, in front of it. Yes, I can say beneath it as well, but usually in front of it because it looks gorgeous. Any guesses? It's a love symbol, but it's not Taj Mahal. Any guesses? Okay, I think some of you already knew the answer. Great. So yes, it is Taj Mahal. That is absolutely correct. Coming back to where we were. Sorry, it's not Taj Mahal. It's Eiffel Tower. It's not Taj Mahal. I'm so sorry. I'd like to correct myself. It's Eiffel Tower. Now, where is Eiffel Tower? Does anyone know? Where is Eiffel Tower? It's in Paris. That's right. Okay. Does anyone know anything else about Eiffel Tower? Anything? Where is Paris? Paris is in France. That's correct. Okay. Anything else you all know about Eiffel Tower? Who made it? Why was it built? Anything? Why is it famous for? What is it famous for? Anything? No? Okay. So one very important thing, since Paris is a part of France, Eiffel Tower is one of the most visited places in France. It's like a tourist attraction where n number of tourists visit a year, like every month. I'll give you the exact number when we come to the video. But it is when someone is traveling, okay, and they're going to Paris. Of course, Paris is super famous for fashion, for shopping. But if you don't go to Eiffel Tower, trust me, you're missing on something. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, coming to who made it. Now, there was this one very, 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 very intelligent engineer by the name of Gustav Eiffel. He made it. That's why it's known as Eiffel Tower. The tower has been named after the engineer, that is Gustav Eiffel. Okay, and it was built for the 1889 World's Fair. We'll come to that, and it was a very, very daring design at that point of time because it is huge, it's massive. If you look at it from far, it'll look like, oh, this is so tiny, but actually it is massive. It has a great height. It's very tall. Okay. So yes, so I have a lot to tell about Eiffel Tower. We are going to cover as many points as possible. Okay, and there was actually, just to give you a hint, this monument wasn't a monument. They didn't construct it with the ideology of, okay, we are creating a monument. They created it for some other purpose, and they had to break it down after a point, but they decided to keep it. That's how it became a monument. Okay, and a tourist attraction. So have you never seen the Eiffel Tower? Some of you have, some of you haven't. So why don't we go ahead and we have a look at it? Yes? Okay, great. So are you all ready for it? I am ready. So let's get started with the topic. Okay, now Eiffel Tower, if you'll see, I'll just, why is it not starting? Okay, if you see Eiffel Tower, it is in France. Okay, Paris to be very specific. It's in Paris, and that's in France. Can you see how tall it is? Yes. So this lies over the street of Paris in France, and it was, since it is built in Paris, of course, to become a monument, it has to be a part of the World Heritage Site, right? So it is an internationally recognized monument, or a tower, if you see. Okay, and it is a symbol of France and one of the most famous structures in the world. Okay, it is one of the most famous structures in the world. The Eiffel Tower is a symbol of France and is one of the most famous structures in the world. The Eiffel Tower was originally built as the entrance to the 1889 World's Fair to celebrate, you know what? If it's a World Fair, obviously it's to celebrate something, the 100th anniversary of France Revolution. Now, this is how it looks at night. So it wasn't built with the mindset of building a monument like Taj Mahal we did last time, right? It was built in love, in the fond memory of Mumtaz. But gradually, it did become a monument. Similarly, this actually was supposed, Taj Mahal was still supposed to, was going to be a permanent structure. This wasn't even supposed to be a permanent structure. It was just for the 100th anniversary of the world, of the France Revolution. And that's a very big thing, right? More than 100 artists competed with plans for the monument, but the contract was given to Alexander Gustav Eiffel. Okay, so this, when you have something very important like a fair, obviously there are going to be like multiple people who are going to be competing over the design, right? So there were more than 100 artists, but to create this magnificent World Fair, to inaugurate it, only one person's design was selected, and that was Alexander Gustav Eiffel. Okay, and Eiffel, a bridge builder. So who was Eiffel? I don't mean Eiffel Tower. Who was Gustav Eiffel? He was a bridge builder, architect, and most importantly, metal expert who had already designed the framework for the Statue of Liberty. Can you believe that? So he had designed the framework for the Statue of Liberty. So he was a bridge builder, he was an architect, and also the person who designed the structure, and also very expert at metals, of course, but he was the one who designed this framework for Statue of Liberty. What next? The final design required more than 18,000 pieces of iron and 2.5 million devils to construct it. Can you believe that? Now, do you think constructing it was easy? No, it wasn't. Besides the number of iron structures and the people that were required, look at the amount of hard work and number of days that must have gone in compiling each and everything, right? Because the structure is massive. Okay, and what else did it take? Sorry, it took hundreds of workers, more than 2 years to finish it. And when did it get completed? In March 1889. Okay, so it took more than 100 workers, more than 2 years to finish it. And when it was completed, in the March of 1889, it was almost 1,000 feet or more, than 200 meters high, more than twice the height of Pyramid of Giza, the biggest pyramid. Right? Can you see when it was taking the formation, it was forming its structure, when the structure was started coming into place? It is massive. Sorry, excuse me, right? So yes, it is higher than the pyramid at Giza, making it the tallest structure in the world until another thing comes up, okay, like the Celeste building that came up. So Eiffel Tower is no longer the tallest, it's the Celeste building. So once this finally was made, it was taller than the pyramid at Giza, right? Can you see the pyramid of Giza? And can you see the Eiffel Tower? Yes, that's the difference. Now, how do we compare the height? Can we compare the height? Sorry, can we compare the height? Of course we can. So when it was completed in 1930, the tower was originally meant to be a temporary structure, like I told you, and only stand for 20 years. Now, when it was finally constructed, how did it look? We want to know, right? So when it was constructed, it looked like this, because it's the olden picture that we found out. But this wasn't supposed to be permanent. It was only supposed to be for 20 years. But later on, we just skipped it. Okay, what happened next? Many of the people of Paris disliked the tower. They thought it was ugly or that it was dangerous. You know, why was it dangerous? And because it might fall down. By the time the tower was supposed to be removed forever, obviously 20 years, right? So it was supposed to be removed. People realized that it was a valuable way to transmit wireless telegraph and radio signals. Why so? By the time 20 years were over, they decided they didn't like it. They found it very ugly, okay? Does it look ugly? I think it looks pretty awesome and cool. Pretty, right? But then they didn't like it. But when 20 years were almost about to get over, they decided, okay, maybe this can be of some use because it has height. So they thought, okay, why don't we try transmitting radio signals? It's at a height, so everyone will get it, right? That's the reason now we have towers which look like Eiffel Tower, but they aren't Eiffel Tower. Right? If you see them, you'll, especially when you go to the rural areas, you'll see a lot of towers. Yes? So yeah, that's what they thought. Okay, maybe let's just, transmit wireless telegraph and radio signals through this. And what happened next? And the city officials decided to finally keep it. It continues to be used for communications even today. And the city, let me tell you, the city officials made a very good decision. Now, how does it look in today's time? This is how it looks. Isn't it beautiful? Sparkling with so many lights? Yes, that's what the beauty is. Okay, so it's used for communication even today with more than 100 antennas. Can you believe it? This structure is carrying more than 100 antennas. Pretty awesome. Despite its height, Eiffel Tower is incredible. Besides its height, the Eiffel Tower is incredibly wind resistant. You know why? Because it's thin at the top, right? So it may sway, even though it has so much metal, right? The wind force is awesome, but it only sways 5 inches. Now, do you want to see how it happens? So we discussed about 100 antennas. Now, if the wind force is a lot, it will sway because it is thin at the top, but the maximum it sways is 5 inches here and there, so it won't fall down. Now that's the beauty. The architects, we think that the architects right now are extremely intelligent, but we don't know how capable the architects in history were. It's only after looking at these monuments, the Taj Mahal, Eiffel Tower, Leaning Tower of Pisa, the pyramids, do we realize, okay, maybe we all, we cannot think of these things the way they have. In fact, Pyramid of Giza is very strategically placed. It's a story for another day, but yes. Now this construction, if you look at it closely, it's the preciseness, the description, the way they have depicted everything is amazing. That precise in today's time is very difficult. You get me? So they were very intelligent. So we don't know how intelligent they were because we don't have any proof unless until we really look at these monuments and the way they have been crafted. Right? So never underestimate anybody, guys. So it only sways up to 5 inches in wind. But when the side facing the sun heats up and expands, the top may move up. Okay, that's because metals expand, right, in heat. So they may move up to 7 inches. That's it. From its original position, not after 5 inches. 7 inches in total, so 2 inches extra. Okay, the tower is completely repaired every 7 years. Okay, now let's look at a closer image to understand better. Now, if you look at this, now can you see there are these fine lines and how the crisscross have been made? A lot of metal. Metal catches rust over a period of time, especially when it's exposed to moisture. And air has a lot of moisture. So the government makes sure that it is repainted and repaired whenever necessary, but repainted every 7 years to protect it from rusting. And you know how much paint is used? 60 tons of paint each time. Can you imagine? 60 tons of paint each time. Awesome, right? Now let me tell you a very interesting thing. You look at it today, it looks brown, right? But do you know the original color of this? That's why they used to find it ugly. Actually, when I looked at the original picture, I too found it ugly, to be very frank. And so are you all going to. The original color was red. Can you believe it? It was red. I did not like it at first when I saw it red in color. So I can understand what people thought. So it was reddish brown. If I can be precise, reddish brown in color. And the color changed sometimes when it was repainted because you cannot get the exact shade, right? So the color changed each time they repainted. It was once even painted yellow. Can you imagine yellow color Eiffel Tower? Oh God, no. But these days it's painted a bronze color called the Eiffel Tower brown. Yes, so we have named a color on the Eiffel Tower because we painted it that. So we did not like this. Okay, and after a point we had yellow, we did not like it. And finally, this is the color Eiffel Tower brown. It's actually bronze in color. Yeah. So today, if you visit Eiffel Tower, which I would definitely recommend, okay. So today, the Eiffel Tower is the most popular paid attraction in the world. Do you know? It's the most visited paid attraction. If you want to go up to the top, they have a provision, but you need to pay for it. So it's the most attracted paid tourist attraction in the world. Can you see it? It's beautiful. And you know how many people visit it? No idea, right? It is amazing. With about 7 million visitors a month. I'm joking. A year. It cannot be a month. 7 million visitors a year. It has been an inspiration for replicas. What are replicas? It means similar structures will be made everywhere. So it has been an inspiration. Okay, and these replicas, of course, not the same height, but have been spotted in Japan. And from Japan to maybe Las Vegas. It's huge. This is in Las Vegas. Whatever you're seeing right now, this is from Las Vegas. Okay, so imitations have been made all around the world, from Japan to Las Vegas. So this is no longer considered an eyesore because it was initially, eyesore means a pain in the eye, they don't want to see it anymore because it was reddish brown in color. In fact, it is one of the most visited paid tourist attraction, right? And now it is an icon of France, and it is it is a part of the World Heritage Site, right? Which is a very big deal. So this is the replica that we saw. Most famous tourist attraction of France, part of the World Heritage Site. And we can just keep on looking at it and, admire its beauty, correct? Because very few people have been able to build such things in the past. I hope you do get to visit because this is one of my favorite tourist attractions. And it's on my bucket list. You all know what's a bucket list, right? Whatever you all want to do in life. So you all should have one. So this is the one monument that I love the most. Of course, I do find pyramids very intriguing, okay, because I always feel there's more to it. But this is my personal favorite. My means, of course, personal. So this is my favorite. I really love Eiffel Tower. I haven't seen it in person, but I do love it in pictures. And on this note, I hope you loved Eiffel Tower too and you all enjoyed today's class. Yes? Give me a thumbs up if you all did. I'm so sorry. I'm not keeping well today. Yes? Okay, great. That's amazing. If I tell you all we are going to make an Eiffel Tower today, how would you all feel? Excited, right? Yes, that's what we are going to do today. We are going to make an Eiffel Tower, but not build it with metal pieces. We're going to draw beautiful Eiffel Tower. So are you all ready for it? I'm super excited because this is the easiest Eiffel Tower y'all can ever draw, and it's super cute. Yes, I want y'all to get ready with your supplies and we start in 1 minute. Ready? Yes, this applies. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to show you what we're going to do today. It's super cute. Ready? Okay, let's go ahead. Can you see this? This is what we're going to draw today. Let's get started. So this is the cute Eiffel Tower. Let's get started. Now to make this, you all really don't need anything. I haven't even colored it, but I would really like to see how you all would like to draw color it, because I told you initially it was reddish brown in color. Then in between they painted yellow, and now it is Eiffel Tower brown. That's bronze. Okay, so I want to see how you all paint it. But we need to draw for that. Let's start. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a baseline. Okay. Done, everybody? Yes? Okay, next. Now this is not the exact baseline, so a little up. And from that we are going to draw the two legs. I'm going to draw one line on one side. I'm going to trace the same thing on the other side. But of course they're going to be in pairs because they have two legs, okay? So I do it on the other side. Is everyone with me? Great. Let's go ahead. Then I'm going to draw the bottom, the ground part. So I'm going to keep two different. I'm not going to make one single line. Two separate lines. Done till here, everybody? It's actually very easy, so just go with me. I'm going a little slow with you all. Done? Okay, let's go ahead. Now I'm going to just make a U. Instead of making two lines, I'm going to make a U just like the original Eiffel Tower. So that I have two legs. Done? Okay. Now I'm going to make a rectangular box kind of a thing. So I'm drawing it on one side. Then I'll draw a straight line on the other side. Yes, and what do we do to complete a rectangle? Another horizontal line joining the top edges of these two sides. Done till here, everybody? Okay, I'll wait. You all can complete it. Okay, let's go ahead. Next, we're going to make the top structure. So we make a small line and make sure you're making it in line with this. Okay. Similarly, we are going to do it on the other side in line with the bottom part. Yes? Okay. Done till here? Great. Now we'll make another rectangle. But this will be a smaller one. So first we draw the baseline. Then two vertical lines. The inner side, because inner side will also have two legs, right, before it turns into one. So on one side, and then I'm going to draw the same thing on the other side. Now make sure it's not touching each other. Okay, I have a little gap over here. If you see, make sure you'll maintain the gap. A little gap is also okay. Yeah, great. Let's go ahead. So I'll draw the rectangle now. I'll draw the sides and then the top. So I do one side. Then the other side, then the top. Okay, is everyone done till here? Okay, those who aren't done, quickly complete it. Done? Okay, let's go ahead. Now the main part where everything is going to merge into one. So I'm just drawing a line. Now make sure again this should come in line with this one. So align these lines properly. Should seem like one. Similarly on the other side, align it in a manner it seems like it's one line that has been cut. Okay. Let's go ahead. Now this won't have a partition in between. It's just merged into one. So we'll draw a top line. Done? Can I go ahead? Okay. Then I'll draw the side. So I've drawn one side, then I'll draw the other side. Done? Okay. Now we'll draw the top. Now the Eiffel Tower is not complete. The tip is left. So let's do that. Everyone's done clear? Great. Let's go ahead. This is going to be a little different from the original one. So we'll try and make like a U-type thing with a small antenna. We cannot make 100 antennas, right? Original Eiffel Tower has 100 antennas, but can we do that? No. So we'll make a small U-type thing. You can make a small U-type thing also, and a little bit at the top, a little line at the top. Yes, just to represent antenna. We cannot make 100, so one is enough for us. Okay. Now, what did I tell you? People go there because they love it and also to express their love to their loved ones. So we are going to draw tiny little hearts. You all know how to draw hearts, right? So I'm going to draw two hearts, one on either side. So one over here and one I'll draw somewhere over here. Let's do that. So you draw it this way and then connect another one. So why do you go? Because you love Eiffel Tower or to express your love to your loved ones? Yes. So this is my Eiffel Tower and I hope you all liked it. Yes. Now I want you all to color it. Your choice. You all can even do blue. Don't do black. Use some nice color. If you all want, you all can do black. I ideally outlining with black now. So choose a nice color. Blue, green, pink, orange, purple, peach, yellow. Okay, I don't mind. And color the hearts also. Not necessarily pink or red. You can color the heart also with any color. Green, yellow, pink, purple, black. It's okay. Yes. So I want you all to color. So it's not a very difficult coloring. So can I give you all like 2 minutes? Will you all be able to complete? Yes, great, very good, guys. Very good. Okay. Okay, so now I'll just give you all very important facts. Do you want to know the important facts? Yes, you want to know? Okay, I'll tell you all. Now, there are a few facts about this monument which are very, very interesting. Okay. You all know the first one. It was built as an entrance for the 1889 World Fair. That was the French Revolution. Correct? So, this is not that. You all know about this. And this current design was not the original concept, right? So, it has been modified. There were protests against its construction because people found it extremely ugly. It was meant to stand only for 20 years. But later on, they decided to keep it because they could transmit signals. Okay. Like I told you, metal expands, contracts, right? Expands in summers, contracts in winters. So the size because of expansion and contraction, the size of the tower changes with the weather. Not a lot, but a little definitely, depending on the weather. Okay. Next is, it was the world's tallest man-made structure for over 40 years. I told you it's no more, right? So it was the world's tallest man-made structure for 40 years. That's such a big time. And there's a secret. Did you all know about Eiffel Tower? I told you all that. There's a secret apartment on the 3rd level. It has laboratories attached to it. Everyone's not allowed to go there. That's a secret. You all know the secret now. And of course, it has an elevator. But if you'll choose to use the steps, it has over 1,700 steps. That is more than 1,700 steps. Okay. Of course, it has an elevator. Elevator means lift. And once it has been sold by a con artist, you cannot sell it to anybody because it belongs to the government. But someone tried to sell it. Con artist, you know. Yes. So now you'll know many, many, many interesting things. And with this, your time is up. Everybody show me your drawings. Wow, guys, this is so beautiful. I love. Oh, someone is really, really, really good. You have colorful Eiffel Towers. That is so pretty, guys. Extremely pretty. Very nice. I'm very, very impressed. You'll know the drill. You'll need to attend all the classes and make all your submissions in time. Send in your entries. I'm going to select top 10 and publish it on our website. And I'm looking forward to your entries, okay? Because I love each and every one of yours. Yes, I hope you all loved Eiffel Tower as much as I do and you'll learn something from it. Yes, next week I'll be coming up with another interesting monument. Until then, bye.
Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at Uolo. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.uolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward